Hi everyone, sorry about that. I kept stopping her on myself. I deleted the other two, so this is a real. What I have done is I told everybody come in. I've done all the prep work. I've done everything. I've got everything measured out in containers. And I've got my oven going right now. Hi, good to see you. I've got my oven going right now. And I won't be able to show you the finished product because it's got to bake about 30 minutes. But I just got it cut today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the process of making the burgers, putting them on the cookie sheet, and then I will come back and do another one when the product is finished. But I did all the prep work I needed to do beforehand, so I wouldn't have to do anything when I came in here. Everything's already measured out in containers, and I will show you what I've done. First of all, I've got a cup of raw sunflower seeds in here, and I have to get them to a fine mixture, and then I mix everything up. So I will do that now. As you can see, that's finely ground. Now, I'm going to do what the directions say. I printed this out yesterday, so you'll have to bear with me. This is the first I've ever made this, but it's everything I bought today, and it has everything in it that's healthy for us. Okay, add the onion. Okay, here's my onion. I'm going to put that in there. Now I've got the brown rice. I haven't taken that out of the pan yet, but I got my brown rice, as you can see. And this is all organic. The brown rice is organic. So this is all new to me, so that you'll have to bear with me. This is the first I've ever done this. But I wanted to get everything done before I came in here. So I wouldn't have to measure stuff out while I'm standing here. Everything's done, because I've noticed that Mama Rose and everything, they do all the prep work ahead of time. Now I'm going to add the thyme, the salt, the water, and process until, okay. Here's my thyme, or whatever you want to call it. And my salt, half a teaspoon of salt, and there's my water. Now I'm going to process this until it's combined, and then the last thing I add is the carrots and the celery. Where did I put my potatoes? And I am going to have to take this and bought me a spatula so I can get this all down off the sides, get everything mixed in real well, because you want everything wet. Hi, if I don't see you when you come in, it's because I'm busy watching this, so I'm not paying attention to who's coming in here. But you know, I'm so thankful for everybody that is coming in here. Erlene and I've been talking on Facebook Messenger. Oh yes, I went to a Perfect Look today and got it done because it needed it really bad. So I thought I better get it done. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit more because it's not the way it should be yet. It is coming there. It is coming along, as you can see. I have to get all the rice mixed in because we don't want anything not mixed in, because this won't make very good burgers if it is. And I did start with a cup of rice, and it told me to use 1.5 cups of water, so it just expands and makes it look a lot more than what it really is. please take care of it for me, because I'm not paying attention to the ones I need to block. Thank you. I'm not always, oh, thank you. Nice to see you too. If you see any problems with any derogatory remarks or anything in here, please take care of them, because I'm trying to do this and I'm not paying attention. I just happened to see that guy ask about Muhammad. I don't have time for talk about Muhammad in here. You know, Muslims are welcome in here, but they're not going to talk about Muhammad. You know, if they can't talk about something else, then they're, you know. I think that's probably about, now I'm going to add my carrots, and then I'm going to add the celery. And that's all I have to add. As you see, this is going to be pretty full. I'm your favorite. Well, there's other ones that do cooking scopes too. This is just something that I found on the internet that I wanted to try, because it sounded real good to me. And I haven't had my lunch yet, so this will be my lunch when it comes out. But it has to be in the oven about a half hour. So I'm not going to, unless I can stand here and talk for a half hour. But I've got the oven on right now, so when it beeps at me, it'll be ready to put these in. But I want to get this done first. I know you said to add more water, but I added as much as they said to put into it. I might have to add a little bit more. It's just a little bit of trial and error. So I'm going to take a glass and I'll add a little bit to it. I don't want to put too much in, because I don't want it to be too wet, because then I can't mix it. Now that might be too much, but we'll see, because I'll have to be able to work with it. Okay. Welcome to Preheat this time. I have to get my spatula and get in here and get this all mixed in here. Like I said, this is something I've never done before. And this, and I hope, is not going to be a flop like the other one was. This one I think will come out a lot better. It's going to be a nice looking burger once I get it all mixed and everything. Stop it and get a little bit more down from the sides. It's coming along, as you can see, it's coming along nicely. It's mixing up just the way it should, and I'm kind of anxious to see how they're going to turn out. They look like it's going to be really good. You know, it's a veggie burger. It's something that, you know, we shouldn't be eating meat that's going to replace my meat. Welcome to all those that join later on. Me too. Me too. Do a little bit more. I can't wait to see the finished product either, but like I said, it's going to have to be in the oven for about a half hour. So unless I can talk that long, you keep me on here that long, I can wait till it's done, or I can just, you know, finish this early and then wait and then come back and show you the finished product. Real good. It's looking real good. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? pretty much mixed up as much as it's going to be. And as you can see, I printed the recipe off onto this, so I have it at all times. Found it on the computer, and I think Erlene is the one that pointed it out to me that there was a sunflower recipe, and she told me about it. So then I decided to look for it, and when I found it, I decided to write the recipe down. Now this is going to be fun to get to. Oh, here it comes. Gotta have a hard time getting this blade out of here. I might have to leave it in there. Well, anyway. Okay, now it says I gotta get my. I've got my baking sheet here and my parchment paper. It wants to blow all over the place, so that's why I took it off. I'll wait till I get these burgers on here, and it should be fine. I had a hard time finding parchment paper, but I finally found it. I found some today. So it takes a half a cup to take these and it says to scoop it out and put it on the baking sheet. This is going to be kind of trial and error because of that blade. I can't get to the blade yet until I get it down. So I'm going to. What I'll do is I'll just put these on the sheet, then I'll show you what they are, what they look like on the sheet. Since I can't. Well, I could too show you. I could bring this over and show you. Okay. Let me go ahead. Over here so you can see it. Now maybe the thing won't, here's the first one I did. They're not, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error to get them to come out exactly right. They're not exactly what you call, but they're just for me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you can see, if I'll probably turn it down, so put it up to me a little bit, or turn it down so you can see it. I think so. Just a minute, let me push myself up here. I got a different stand, so I have to fix it. There we go. Now you might be able to see it a little bit better. But this is, I'm going to, maybe I should use a spoon instead of my spatula. Just not with a spoon. My dog is right under my feet watching me, so she's right here doing everything seeing everything I'm doing. So I think I'm going to take it out of here and put it into this way. This would be a lot easier. I should have done this in the first place. You know, it's a little bit, like I said, it's a little bit of trial and error trying to get everything right. Now, I'll put it on my cookie sheet. At least I think these won't be a flop. These will be pretty good. And they're not exactly what you call, they don't look like round patties, because I don't have a thing to make round patties. I know they have such a thing as a burger, I don't know what they call it, burger maker or something like that to make patties, but I don't have that, so I figured I'll just work with what I've got. So I'm gonna have, you can see I'm gonna have a lot of things to wash, a lot of dishes to wash, as always, but that's the way it goes. I just measure it out in my measuring cup, and then I put it on. I probably could, but they said you'd put it on with a half a cup measure, but yeah, I probably could, you know, try it that way with my hands, but it seems to be working pretty well this way with the half cup measure. That's what it said to do. So I thought I'd try this at first to see how it works. It seems to be going pretty good. You know, they may not be exactly round, but I'm the only one eating them, so it doesn't matter if they're round anyway. I just want them to be edible. I just want them to look good and be edible. And these look good compared to the other ones that I made that were a flop. You wouldn't have wanted to see those. So, as you can see, I think they're going to be okay. I can just take and push them down too. I'll put a little bit more on this one. I think this one. A little bit more. I think so too. I'm hoping they will. I'm hoping they really will, because I want to be able to make my own burgers. I've been itching to do this, and this is something that I was really itching to do today. So I went out and got the stuff that I needed because I did not have the sunflower seeds. I went to the store where I can get everything in bulk. And I was going to get the rice in bulk too, but I thought, well, I wouldn't use rice that much, so I'll just get it in a bag. And that's why I found it. It was a bag and it's an organic. And so are the sunflower seeds. So they're raw. And that's what you want to get. So everything I've got is good. It's all good. Oh, absolutely, veggies are good. Oh my goodness, yes. Veggies are so good for you. You want to eat veggies. You don't want to eat your meat, because meat's not good for you. That's why I'm trying to go this route. It's not good for you. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever made a veggie burger that I can actually go ahead and eat it. So, yeah, like I said, you're going to have to bear with me on this, because this is a lot of trial and error trying to get this on here the way they should be. But, you know, I think they're going to be okay. I can press them down or whatever I need to do. And I think this last one I'm just going to put on here and not worry about putting it in the thing, because, and I can just distribute this around. And as you see, I'm going to have some burgers left, but what I'm going to do is I can freeze them too, because I'm not going to throw these out after all the work I've been. Oh, you're glad you did? Oh, absolutely. You know, it's really what you need to do. You need to stop. We all need to stop eating meat. It's harming us. It's not good for our bodies to be eating meat. And after if you realize what the animals go through to put it on your dinner table, you wouldn't want to eat it anymore. I mean, I realize what those animals go through, and what they go through is absolutely horrible. They go through so much. It's just absolutely horrible. And I wouldn't want to eat them after that. I mean, you don't look at meat the same way anymore, you know. I know I don't. Not at all. That needs a little bit more. As you can see, I got 6 out of this. They said 5, but I got 6 out of it. So I'm gonna have a good meal out of these. So, and I'm hungry, so I'll probably eat 2 of them. But in case you need to see it before I put them in the oven, here's what they're not what you call real round, but I think they're going to be okay. And I know I had to find parchment paper. Okay, I'm going to stick these in here now. Okay, there we go. I got them in there. So they're going to take at least a half hour to bake. So I can either stand here and talk for a half hour, or I can, you know, finish it quick and then come back when the finished product. Whatever you guys want me to do. So I'm really happy that I could come in here and do this. Don't pay attention to my cupboard. It's really dirty, but I'll have to wash it when I do my dishes. But this is something we all need to do. I'm going to wash my hands first. We all need to start living like this. We all need to start making things of our own and sharing with other people. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm going to lower this down just a little bit so we can, because we need to share with other people. I love sharing with people. And ingredients, okay, I'll tell you the ingredients I put in there. First of all, I put in a cup of sunflower seeds. They are raw sunflower seeds. I did a 1/4 cup of yellow onion, finely chopped, which I used it in my food processor. I chopped it up. A cup of cooked brown rice, and it's organic, and half a teaspoon of thyme, a half a teaspoon of salt, which I use sea salt. I don't use kosher salt. 2 tablespoons of water, 1 cup of carrot chopped, and half a cup of carrot chopped. That's all it takes. And then I mix it all together, and that's what I get. So it actually looks very good. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And like I said, I'm anxious to see how they're going to come out, because, yeah, it has celery in it too. Oh, is it really? Well, I did take a picture of myself and sent it to Erlene when I got my picture, after I got my haircut today. Yeah, brown rice, yes. Carrots, celery, brown rice, thyme, water, salt, and sunflower seeds. That's all it took. Oh, thank you, thank you. It makes me feel better too. Oh, good, good. Well, I know the patties didn't look bad at all, you know, and I was hoping I could do it on the stove, but they say you have to put them in the oven. Well, that's okay. I can put them in the oven. And hi, good to see you. And I sat after 15 minutes and then you have to turn them over. Yes, I had to cook the brown rice. I had to cook it first. Oh, you same recipe you have, Erlene? Oh my, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I hope I'm an inspiration to other people, and you're inspiring me to keep going too. No, the onion's not cooked. The only thing that's cooked is the rice. Everything else is raw. The carrots, the celery, the sunflower seeds, they're all raw. The only thing you can't put the rice in there without cooking it first. So, oh yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I figured I better get it cut, and she put some gel on it too, so it's kind of it won't go anywhere. But I needed to get it cut because it was looking like the wreck of the Hespers, and I don't like looking like that, especially when I come in here. I want to look decent. And it's been since May. That's the last time I got it cut, so I wanted to get it cut. And I didn't want to wait until Sunday. It gets bad. When I went in there, I was the only one in there. And then they didn't have anybody in the chair at all, so I didn't have to wait, which was good. And I didn't want to wait till Monday because I'm not going out anywhere during that eclipse. I'm in my house because I don't have the glasses. And please, whatever people, don't go looking at that eclipse with your naked eye because you're going to go blind. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You're an inspiration. You guys are beautiful too for coming in here and sharing with me, because this is something I like to do. And it was a recipe that I found, and I told Erlene yesterday I was going to go get the ingredients today so I could make it. Oh, thank you, thank you. You know, and I love beans, but I'm not sure I particularly like them in the burgers. So I thought, well, I found the one I don't have to make put them in the burgers. And this burger, I like it. I'm going to continue to make it because it's one that I can stick with, because it's not, not hard to make. It's just a lot of prep work involved, which I got that all taken care of ahead of time, and we can all inspire everybody to to do what we need to do to live healthy, And veggie burgers are very important, And I don't want to eat hamburgers at all, not at all. And none of us should want to eat hamburger anymore. I don't want to eat hamburgers. I don't want to eat fish. I don't want to eat chicken. If I can make my own veggie burgers and live healthy, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I've heard of that oat burgers are good too. I have seen a few recipes on the internet for oat burgers, but I want to do what oh, thank you. Nice to meet you too. But I thought when I saw this one, I thought, well, I've never done anything with sunflower seeds. I've never done anything with rice. And I didn't know at first how to buy the sunflower seeds. They had them in bulk at the store where I got my peanuts and all that. And I saw them in bulk. I think there was $1.93 or something. So I thought, I might as well just get them in bulk. They're just raw sunflower seeds and use them for this recipe. Yeah, that would probably be okay too. I'd have to look a recipe up for lentil burgers. I don't have a recipe for that. I will search quite a while during the days looking for recipes, and when I found this, hi, good to see you, welcome, Megan. When I found this recipe with the rice and the sunflowers, I thought this would be a good one to try. Because I've never put sunflowers in anything, I've never put rice in anything, and it doesn't take beans. Not that beans are bad, but I'd rather eat my burgers without beans in them. Oh, you just mashed potatoes too? Well, this is going to be my lunch once these come out of because I won't eat anything for supper because it's going on 2 o'clock, but I wanted to be able to fix me something that, yeah, doesn't it sound good though? I mean, those that just came in, if you want to know the ingredients I put in my burger, I can tell you. And they're in the oven right now. It's going to take a half hour to get them done. Like I said, put a cup of sunflower seeds, a 1/4 cup of a yellow onion finely chopped, which I just bought a pretty good sized onion, and it was hard to determine what a 1/4 cup was. I put it in my food processor and then put it in the 1/4 cup and then put it in one of my containers. These containers here are good for that, and I'll just have to wash them all out and use them again. And then a cup of cooked brown rice, which I started with a cup. And it took a 1.5 cups of water, so it really expands and makes it look like a lot more. But that's okay. And a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, I think that's how you pronounce it, thyme, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. But I did not use the kosher salt. I used the sea salt. And a cup of carrots chopped, and a 1/2 cup of celery chopped. So Well, I don't know what she said. I didn't know what that person said. I missed that comment. Well, you shouldn't be eating meat, not because of the way they're treated, but because of what it does to your body. Meat will eventually kill you. That's exactly what it'll do. It'll kill you because it's harmful to your body. You don't realize what they put in the meat when they process it. They put all kinds of stuff in the meat that's not fit for anyone to eat. So you don't want to be eating that stuff. If you can make your own veggie burgers and stuff, do it. How much does it make? Well, I got 6 burgers on my cookie sheet, Megan. So how many I got? Yes, it does. Clogged arteries. That's right. Not fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables are good for you. That's what God gave us in the Garden of Eden. That's what we need. We need to eat. Yes, right. Meat is full of diseases. And yeah, that's right. The meat is all with antibiotics. And this what I've made here. I know what's in it. The ingredients are raw. I know what's in them. Your carrots and celery are raw. The sunflowers are raw. The rice is organic. I know what's in it, and therefore I know what I'm putting in my body, and I'm not going to harm my body at all. That's right. That's what. He knows exactly what. It doesn't matter. It still doesn't matter. It's still an animal. It doesn't matter if it's organic or not. You cannot get away from that. It's still not good for you to eat because there's still a lot of processing goes on. You know, they're grain-fed beef. You know, they're not eating anything that they shouldn't be eating. But you still shouldn't be eating meat, period. Oh, thank you. I just got it cut today. That's right. It still has blood and fat. These veggie burgers I just made. Hi, Stacy. You didn't see my burgers. They're in the oven right now. But I got 6 of them on the cookie sheet. You'll have to watch the replay as I was making them. Hi, good to see you. Yes, right. Meat is very unhealthy. Yes, I'll tell you what I put in it, Stacy. Okay, there's a cup of sunflower seeds, and they were raw sunflower seeds. I got organic. I put a half a cup of yellow onions finely chopped. 1 cup of cooked brown rice, which is organic. I bought brown rice in a bag, and it's organic. It's a half a teaspoon of thyme, how you pronounce it. 2 tablespoons of water, half a teaspoon of salt, and then I had a cup of carrot, finely chopped, which I put everything in my food processor, and a half a cup of celery, finely chopped, and I put everything in my food processor and mixed it up. It was a little hard to get it mixed up, but I ended up getting 6 burgers out of it for that. So I'm going to have something to eat for a while, and I could probably just freeze them or whatever, keep them in the fridge. Doesn't it though? And they looked very, very good. Very pretty yellow color and everything. It did take a while to cook the brown rice because I've never had brown rice before. I know you said brown rice is good, and I made sure when I picked up the rice it was brown and not white. So, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the bag of rice I got, so let's see it. This is the rice I put in it, organic rice. I thought this is going to be good rice. As you can see, there's quite a bit. I only took a cup of, I took a cup and I used a half a cup of water. And this is non-GMO too, and a cup and a half of water. But boy, did it really expand and make a lot. Looks more than a cup when I get done. But I'm getting more out of it. Oh, is it really? Oh, I guess I did okay then, Stacy. I wasn't sure, but when I saw this at the store, I thought I'm going to have to get that. Oh. I did the right thing then, you know, and I bought some new carrots and celery, and of course I peeled the carrots, and I washed everything real good and stuff. Oh, it's the lowest? Okay, good. Oh, does it really? Yeah, I was tasting it while I was trying to cook it to make sure I was getting it done. It was tasting pretty good, you know. I'm not a rice eater, but I think when it comes to putting them in these burgers, they're going to be so good. Where did I get the rice? We've got a store here called Winco Foods. It used to be Cub Foods years ago, and they're not too far from where I live, and they have a lot of organic products, along with Walmart, but they have things that Walmart does not have. They had the parchment paper that Walmart does not have, and I bought me a cookie sheet there while I was at it. But they have a lot of bulk, and that's where I got my sunflower seeds. They are raw sunflower seeds. I wanted to get them in bulk because I thought that would be better. And I just decided just to get a bag of rice. I don't need a whole, because that rice, there's a lot there to get a bulk, you know. But the sunflower seeds, because I'm going to keep making this recipe. Oh, I've heard they are. I've really heard they are. You're welcome. And I plan on making these burgers again. Of course, I won't have to scope them the second time, but I scoped them the first time to let you see what they look like. And they look real good on the going onto the cookie sheet, you know. And it was so much fun making them. You bought a 50, well, yeah, you probably would need to, Stacy, because you got a family of 5 to feed, you know, or 6 actually. You got 6 of you to eat that much rice. For me, a bag like this is going to last me a long time because it only takes just so much for each recipe. So, oh, hi from Albania. So I don't need to be 50 pounds of rice would last me an eternity. I'll tell you that's. But when you got a family like you have 6 of you to eat it, you need to eat it. You know, if you eat a lot of rice and stuff. This will be my first time of putting rice in anything. We don't drink cocaine in here. We don't. Oh, no cocaine. I'm sorry. If you want cocaine, you can get out of here. Yeah, you know, I'm so glad to be doing this for other people because I saw this on the, Erlene is the one that pointed out to me. She says, hey Karen, there's a sunflower veggie burger online. And when I found it, I copied the recipe down. Oh, thank you so much. Actually, I printed it out. I printed it out so I would have it. And I printed it out on my computer paper, and I keep it here so I'll always have it. You know, that way I know exactly how to make it. You know, because recipe cards can get torn and things that will. And that won't. So I'm glad I could do that too because it is so good. I mean, to be able to find recipes, you do it yourself, you know, because I know Stacy makes her own burgers, Mama Rosa does, and Erlene's made her own. I thought, well, I know I can do it too. I just have to take the time to do it. I think I'm going to get rid of this person. They're speaking a language I don't understand. So, not yet, Stacy. I sure want to, though. They sure sound good. I'm going to have to do that, though. I'm going to have to try those, too. I saw your website, was it yesterday? And it looked like you added more on there than you had before, more recipes, because I noticed some of them I didn't see before. And I was looking at all of them. You know, I've got the hummus recipe written down, and I've got the cashew sour cream written down, but I don't have the rest of them written down. I'll have to write. In fact, I might just print it out from right from your website because everything's right there, and just print them out, and I'll have everything I need. Yeah, you did have a few more, but you still have to add them. I bet you do. We're never going to run out of recipes, I'll tell you that. Hi to those just coming in. In case you're wondering, I've already made my burgers. They're in the oven right now baking. And I'm going to have to, I had to put them in the oven. I couldn't let it go. I'm going to have to, though, I'm going to have to flip them over. So I'm going to have to get it says to flip them over after 15 minutes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna go get a hot pad so I can flip these over. You won't be able to watch me doing that, but I'll flip them over and I'll come right back. Well, I guess they're not ready to flip over yet. They're not ready to flip over yet, so I'm just going to leave them because they're not ready to flip over, so I'll just leave them. They say halfway through, but I'm just going to leave them. I probably won't have to flip them over anyway. So anyway, it said 30 minutes, so I'm just what I put them on. So anyway, I'm hoping that they'll get done. I'm going to leave them in there a little longer to get them done. And if they don't get done right away, I'm going to leave them in there a little longer. And I'll probably come back maybe and do a scope of them, the finished product, because I want them to get, I want to be finished with them, and so you can see what they look like. So I think in the meantime, I think I'm going to go ahead and go, because it's going to take a little time for them to get done. I'll go get my kitchen cleaned up, get my dishes washed, and then I'll come back on $3.75, and I'll come back on and I will show you the finished product. Hopefully they'll bake okay, or until firm and brown. So it may take a little longer than 30 minutes. So I think I want to go and clean my kitchen up, so I want to get my dishes done. So I'll go. Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then when they get done, I'll keep checking them. When they get done, I'll get them out, and then I'll do another periscope and show you the finished product. So I can do that. So, but thank you for coming in for right now. And hang in there. I'll be back on shortly to show you the finished product. So take care. God bless, and bye-bye until we meet again.